In this video, we'll look at how you can create a SKU for a bare metal server using Rafay GPU PaaS. The architecture we'll be employing is unified infrastructure where you can have multiple tenants spinning up their own bare metal servers and using it securely. So in this approach, the steps that will be performed underneath the covers are highlighted in green. This visual shows how the dots connect between the various components in Rafay. We'll be using the PaaS Studio to create a compute profile for a bare metal server. As you can see here, we have selected the bare metal server, which will give us an H100 with 8 GPUs in it. And then this points to an environment template, which we'll look at in a minute. And then the admin is allowed to put in some metadata describing the SKU, an icon for the URL. And then now they come in and specify the inputs that the user may be exposed to. As you can see here, we're exposing the contract term, and we are exposing an option where the user can go select a Node OS image, and then optionally they can also select the public key and provide a public key for access. And then everything else, although configured, is invisible to the user. Now, what would this look like for the end user? Let's look at the experience. Now, let's look at what this would look like for the end user. This is what we saw in the prior video. Look at that for more details. Now, how would the admin control outputs for the end user? Let's see how that is done. Another column below, the section below, shows the output settings. And here, the admin designing this queue has decided that they'll expose 4 or 5 details to the end user. What would this look like for the user? Let's look at that. Now, as you saw in the end user video, the user is provided with an IP address, username, password, and a bunch of other details. Now, the underlying engine that drives all of this is an environment template, which runs all the automation invisibly behind the scenes. Now, in our template, we have also added some custom actions that will be presented to the user to launch, to power on the system, power off the system, reboot, and all those things. All those are also available. There you have it. And in this video, we created a template for bare metal servers, wrapped it with a SKU using the PaaS Studio. And then in the other video, we saw how the end user can consume all of this in just a single click and have access to a bare metal server hosted by a cloud provider. Thank you.